screw you guys. I'm going with VEX. I'm a believer in this squad and what they've done already. Already taken down Excel. Wouldn't be a surprise to me. Beating Excel. Excel have beaten Infused. Do the math. Game number 1 is underway. Almost, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Strongholds on Eden. 100 points to win. Camo, Overshield, and Rockets all going to be in play. Starting this one off with the man that we talked about at the start of this segment, it's going to be Jimbo here from Team Infused.
Yeah, Quadio's grabbed the camouflage off the start uncontested, so Jimbo needs to worry about him first of all. Almost want to swap over to Quadio's very soon, but yeah, Jimbo, definitely a player that you need to watch out for on Infused. He's one of those players that I said is like the glue, a previous teammate of mine actually, and yours, Harry, as well. When he's on a team with you, he really just holds the entire team together. Will make a flashy play every now and then, but certainly won't win your team the game. But as I'm saying that, that's a game-winning play right there in the first minute of the game from Jimbo. Does not get the stronghold, but will force 2 players to go on the respawn screen right there for VEX.
Yeah, not only that, he managed to take down the camo player as well, which was, of course, Quadio's 2 players, 3 players here, actually from VEX, trying to get that red nest, and they do manage to get that in their control. But just as I say that, Jimbo's going to be able to capture that catwalk almost uncontested there. Mose picks up a kill on Quadio's in the kill feed as well, so it's going to be Infused. Control of that blue bend and the catwalk at the moment, which Jimbo just buying some time at the moment. Knows the push is coming in. Hit again by another grenade, which is going to drop his shield. Somehow stays alive though. He's going to get the jump on Lunny as well. If he can hit these shots, it will be huge for him. He takes down that player, Lunny. Riots is going to be taken down as well by Kimbo, so you have to give credit here to Jimbo doing a great job of just controlling the map.
Yeah, so sneaky. I mean, I'm surprised Lunny wasn't quicker to react right there. Gets him with a perfect 2. They perfect each other. Those rockets still in play, but when Jimbo was flanking around that security side, Lunny has to hear him recharging his shields and react a little bit quicker to that play. Maybe he takes him down if he does that, but 20 seconds until the next rocket launcher, that's what you're going to see teams fight for very soon. In terms of camouflage, it was Quadios to pick up the first one, and Crisola right here is trying to get Slays around that catwalk, ready for that tower push, ready for the camouflage.
That's a great thing about VEX just then. They knew Secure was so important to take back, and even though Infused actually got blue spawn, they still managed to get 3 dead and instantly take them all out. So with Crisola taking the last 2, and he's still going on a ramping right now, with Overshield coming up soon in the next few seconds. This could be a turnaround for VEX.
Yeah, and all of that came off the back of a 4 dead. No, Jimbo with a whiff rocket. Lunny manages to trade that one out, which will be huge. Moses above Cristola and drops down. If they can get this Overshield, it will be huge, and it is going to be respectful. Actually, Mose got that, sorry, as respectful picked up another kill here. So although they did momentarily lose control, and it's going to be VEX who are currently scoring. They are going to try and push this blue bend with Mose. With that Overshield, with that rocket launcher, they have more than enough opportunity here to make something happen. Lunny! Oh my god! Oh no!
Are you okay?
What happened? Everything. Everyone calm down again.
You're all right.
Why is it every time he's got Overshield, he does something oblivious? Maybe he should just not ever pick it up. Maybe?
Well, it's interesting what you said, Mark, on the commentary, coming back down to earth as Mose almost gets his ankles broken. I thought that was a kill as well, to be fair, Mose. I would have looked away. But it's interesting what you say, how Infused kind of gave up control almost around that kind of 10-minute mark. They knew Rockets and Overshield were coming up. I like the way they prioritized those 2 things over getting points on the map, because now, fair enough, they're not controlling the map at the moment, but they get catwalks straight away in reply to Riot's grabbing blue bends. So even though they don't get the strongholds in that situation, they get the weapons and the power-ups and then start scoring afterwards.
Riot's here, going to be jumping up. Oh, beautiful stick on Jimbo, and I believe that's going to be 2 dead here for Infused. So Riot's immediately moving towards that objective. I like what I'm seeing, but Team Infused here on the rotation are going to be managing to get that blue bend. Riot's here putting down shots on respectful. This is the Riot's we expected to see here. Going to be aggressively challenging these players' red nest. He's going to take down Mose potentially as well. So much damage being done by Max Cottle here, aka Riot's. Takes down Kimbo as well with a beatdown. Another player behind him, trying to buy some time. If he can land a beatdown, that'd be huge. But no, Mose cleans him up. But it is going to be VEX who will once again scoring.
Yeah, Rockets coming up in 10 seconds. Overshield just after that. It was Mose who grabbed the last one. They're going to know the timing. Coach Havoc definitely going to be in the call with those guys calling that one out. So despite VEX here having turbine control, you can see Kimbo trying to contest Quadios. I actually still fancy, even though Riots might get these rockets right here, he needs to win the fight.
It's a huge win from Kimbo.
4 down for VEX as well with that win from Kimbo. They're going to grab rockets and camouflage and overshield. So rockets with Kimbo, camouflage with Jimbo, and overshield with Mose. Take your pick, boys. Who do you want to watch right here?
One of the main things as well is the fact with Infused, they constantly spawn each other, Blue and Security, all the time. And the only time they left Security was when they all jumped on that free cap. And it looks like they are just trying to finish him off. But again, you can see Security, Kimbo in a perfect spot right now. And Jimbo with camo as well, holding that area. It looks like there's no going back for this squad right now.
Something needs to change very quickly here for VEX. They have a triple cap going against them. Rockets coming in against them as well. Look at the team shot coming in here from the guys on Team Infused as well. They know that all of these players on VEX are going to be forced towards these strongholds. Lunny does take down Kimbo, but Jimbo stays alive. His camo is going to run out momentarily.
Wow.
Lunny trying to push him, but Jimbo doing a great job of just staying alive there. 2 kills go down to Team Infused in the meantime while he's baited all of these VEX players out. Triple cap still in effect, and every time, gentlemen, we have seen Team Infused with a triple cap on any strongholds map. It is so suffocating.
That was so ballsy from Jimbo to sit in that corner. Even though he knew Lunny had rockets, he knew he'd be hunting him down. Lunny thought he'd just be running away to try and preserve his power up, but Jimbo sitting in that corner just stays alive, and that's going to be GG, no re. What a commanding scoreline in game 1, 100 to 22.
100 to 22 then, as you say, Harry. And all changed around that time that the Rockets camo and that overshield popped. Infused managed to get every single power up when the game was still in contention. Look at the statistics there. Kimbo with only 5 kills, but you look across the board, every other player on that team from Team Infused going positive. On the other side, not too much to shout about for Quadios. 3 and 10 from him. But gentlemen, you have to say, around that 6-minute mark was where that game changed.
Yeah, and it's all because VEX all died at that same time. I mean, you can't be taking individual fights or losing team fights around that time of the map, because that's signing your own death warrant right there. If you give the likes of Infused, Overshield, Camouflage, and Rockets to play with, they're never going to look back. They got total control from that point in the game and never even looked backwards. I mean, we called it in the commentary, despite all the individual plays again here from Riots that we're on board with. I mean, it was the team fight around that kind of 6-minute mark where they got Overshield, Rockets, and Camouflage. Excuse me, it was the 8-minute mark actually, not the 6-minute mark that they got.
The biggest thing is, well,
you lose 5 wonder points. You said 6-minute. You lied.
I can deal with
Don't
it.
lie.
Jimbo was one of the biggest players in that game, just considering the fact that every time he was making sure security was always in check, make sure they're always spawning outside in red. And the best thing was the fact that as soon as he'd push up, it would push up as far as Red Bridge and maybe Red Nest if he really had to go for that triple cap, then come straight back. And even if he does let 1 or maybe 2 people spawn there, he's got the height advantage every time, and his teammates are always floating around him, around blues. So the main thing was the fact that Jimbo was constantly keeping him in these spawn grids, which were completely disadvantageous in every way possible.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it, Harry, the glue that holds the team together. And it's things like that that people don't maybe appreciate from someone's point of view. But Jimbo was doing a lot for his team there. Might not have been picking up 1,000 kills, you know, but he's doing so much damage and also helping his teammates control the map so well.
Yeah, not just that, controlling spawns as well as controlling those key areas of the maps. There's a lot that goes into Halo gameplay that you can't just see in the stats after the game. You know, when you're sat on top tower, you constantly have to be looking at spawns, influencing spawns with nades, shots, whatever it is, and also helping your team out with damage and making the right rotations as well. So yeah, I agree. Jimbo definitely the glue in that game. Kimbo not with many kills, but he was doing kind of a similar thing that Jimbo was doing, you know, just rotating with Respectful and Moze, helping those two out with slays, and in the end, they won the game.
Well, the next game is going to be Regret Slayer, so let's have a look at the series layout. If you are just joining us, of course, tweet out the stream. Make sure you use that hashtag HCS as well to let us know your thoughts on this series. Eden Strongholds, 100 to 22 to the boys in red. It's Team Infused. We're going on to Regret Slayer now, gentlemen. Now, this is a map where you have to think that VEX have the opportunity to come back into this series. After their dominating performance against Excel, definitely one they need to take in my opinion.
Yeah, 50 to 31. Lunny in that game had a really good performance. We'll see if he can repeat the feat here against Infused. I actually see this as a good game type for Infused as well. So VEX, they might not find the same amount of success as they did against Excel. Personally, I actually have Infused taking this one as well. I think they do a really good job in controlling spawns like they do on Eden that we just saw. I think they do a really good job of containing the spawners and also not pushing in too early. I speak about it so much on Regret Slayer. When you get that height control, you get those slays, you start controlling them in spawns. It's so important to be disciplined and making sure you're not pushing those spawns too early and influence them spawning elsewhere, because that can really sign your own death warrant. I said it in the last game, I used the same words. But it's the same here on Regret. We saw it in the past. Riots getting a spawn out and flanking around behind Excel. They can't let that happen against them right here on Regret. Otherwise, the exact same thing's going to happen to VEX Gaming.
VEX Gaming needs to take this one. I noticed in the series layout as well. Game 4, that is going to be Plaza Strongholds. That didn't go too well from last time, so they want to elongate this series and give them a chance of winning. I really feel like this has to be a VEX Gaming win. Overshield, is still up, and it's actually going to go into the hands of Quad. So a huge start here. That's going to be 2-0. It's going to be trapped by so many players. Look, his Overshield has been melted quicker than an ice cream. on a hot summer's day, he's going to be taken down straight away. They get the first overshield, but they only get a 1-kill lead out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I still see that as a positive play. I mean, fair enough, he could have backed up, kept the overshield, but most of the time on Regret at the start of the game, you're going to see that overshield be burned. Kimbo can't quite connect with the ground pound right there, wasn't high enough to make sure that he got the splash damage off, and both players actually will back off right there. But yeah, usually at the start of Regret, you'll see the overshield burn. Fair enough, he could have made a more positive play out of it, but he's still got a kill with that overshield, which usually would be a complete non-factor at the start of the game.
Kimbo was literally just find every single one of them and getting away with it every time. Even in the guy at blue car, he was actually a really disadvantage with like how many shots down he was. He was still able to fight back, and even again at blue Eli, he was doing the exact same thing, and no one's actually stopping him. It's like everyone's just missing shots against him now. And it's quite worrying now because then they had the first overshield and they're down 2 kills, and it looks like Infused with a full setup now. So this is looking bad for VEX going into this.
Yeah, Respectful pushing aggressively here on Lunny as well. Lunny looks like he's going to jump back out and challenge, but again, prioritization here from Respectful, finishing the kill on Cristola and lands a beatdown on Lunny, who was trying to finish him at the same time. So takes down all his shields, makes that an easy job for any teammate who might be nearby. Jimbo lands the beatdown on Lunny. A 1-kill game though at this point, gentlemen. So although we did see Infused get out to a quick start, they have managed to close it back down. Cristola versus Jimbo here. Look at the help coming in from Lunny to take down Jimbo. 2-kill lead. 2 dead here for Team Infused as well, and 4 up here for the boys on Vexed.
Yeah, a stolen triple kill opportunity right there. If I'm Cristola, I'm saying, Lunny, I had him, bro. That was my triple. God, I'm on the Halo stream. But a slight lead eking out here for Vex, and a key time too. I mean, you can see the 2 players here for Infused down in bottom middle. It's because the overshield's coming up very soon. Big win, like you say. There is another player to contend with, though, and that's Mose. He grabs the overshield. That's a misplay, in my opinion. Where is Lunny's teammates right there? Why aren't they helping him fight around the overshield right there? Lunny does have this green gun, but if he misses Mose, which he doesn't, that's the overshield out of the game.
Wow, I was literally just about to say as well, only Lunny was on his own. There was one other guy who was at blue Eli trying to push him, but in the end, it made no difference anyway, because after that combo kill, it was great to actually stop the overshield. But yeah, there should have been more men down now. I don't know why he only had one person just down there going for it compared to the 2 of Infused.
2 overshields in the game so far. 2 overshields been melted immediately as well. Kimbo trying to chase down a kill here, but it's Vexed, who have a 2-kill advantage at this point. The overshield not going to be in play for another couple of minutes. Cristola picks up a kill on Jimbo though. Kimbo once again just holding down top mid at the moment. Look at these 2 players on the outlines. We're lucky enough to see them, but you have to say Kimbo's listening to call-outs there. His awareness has to be commended there. Manages to somehow stay alive as well after taking down Riots. In a Slayer game type, we talk about how every player on their team only has a certain amount of kills to really play with if you want to win that game. Kimbo doing a great job of just keeping himself alive.
Yeah, playing his life right there. We say the magic number in Slayer is 12. Obviously, you only get 12 deaths each, otherwise you start eating into other people's piles, because if you think about it, it's 12 times 4, what is that, 48? Is my mathematics correct? Yeah, pretty sure that's exactly correct. So, yeah, I try. I mean, I did my SATs when I was younger, and, you know, as we're talking though, speaking of mathematics, halfway through the game, 25-point mark, it's 50 points to win, in case you didn't know, here on Slayer, and Overshield coming up soon.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty much the game. I feel like this is going to be huge for... Oh my god. Lunny, no!
Oh no!
Brandon Stones!
And then he gets the ground pound as well.
Here lies Brandon Stones. 10th of... I think it's the 10th of September.
Are you trying to think of his freaking birthday?
No, whatever, man. He's dead. He's not coming back. 28 to 23. Disappointing.
No comment. No comment.
And look at this, what's happened off the back of that. Quadios has got an overshield. Lunny's got to be feeling good about himself right now. Respectful goes back into the death screen for the 2nd time by Lunny. So Lunny has Respectful's number right now. Quadios picks up another kill, just a 5-kill lead here, but that overshield going into their hands again has been effective. Quad still has half of that overshield as well. Jimbo trying to desperately stay alive here. Does take down Cristola. Would have liked to see maybe Lunny jump out a little bit earlier to try and keep his team out alive there, but didn't manage to do it. Mose comes in on the flank here to take down Lunny as well. Well, although that overshield is in the hands of Quad, he hasn't done too much with it. Does take down Jimbo though with a nice plasma pistol shot, followed up by that pistol. And that lead is still at 4. Make it 5, make it 6, make it 7. 7 kills now.
Who's good at maths now?
Me, got it right eventually.
Yeah, you did, good job, proud of you. But I was going to say they didn't really eke into much of a lead despite them grabbing that overshield, but now look at the lead. It's a 9-point game. We said this game type was a strong one for VEX. I really like how they play this map. Quadios and Cristola, even Lunny, all have great individual performances, and you can see how not scared, but patient Infused are playing right now. They understand this game is so close. If they keep running out and dying, this game's going to be over because all VEX need to do is trade. They're going to wait right here for this next overshield to come up. I like the idea. It's about whether or not VEX can find them and push the pace early before that overshield comes up.
What I don't get is, why have they set up underneath the base? Like, that's what I'm kind of questioning. Like, I can say one on Eli, one on the back and all that stuff, but, you know, they're going to get naded out eventually. And that was just a great example of them getting naded out. And now they're going to have 2 dead. One's going to run off and be weak and possibly die as well. But, you know, that made absolutely no sense. I think someone should actually question why that setup was even happening in the first place.
You had to feel... I get what they're trying to do, right? They're trying to make a situation where they're not going to just trade off kills. They don't have many kills to play with. But at the same time, that overshield is going to be popping right now. I'll come back to my point in a second, because this overshield is going to be huge. It's Kimbo who picks up 2, but they're both traded out. And I think Quad has actually stolen in.
I think it was Jimbo who burnt it, actually. I saw his shields kind of pop just as he, you know, on that overshield cam. That overshield cam is in alpha, by the way. Very, very... It's you know,
just to go back,
it's pretty rope.
Just to go back to my previous point, the only thing was, that's fine if the game's close, but in a situation where VEX already have such a commanding lead, they don't have to push them. They're up by 10 or so kills. They can just let them sit under the base for the rest of the game. There's only 2 exits from that base underneath. If they're watching top and bottom, you know, they're at least going to be trading those kills. So maybe a little bit of a play call too late in the game here for Team Infused. It's going to be VEX who are up by 10 kills. Make that 11 kills. They're only 2 away. Make that 1 more. Kimber going to try and take down Quad. But look at these 2 players here flying in from the boys on VEX. It's going to be Riots who gets the final kill, taking down Mose. It's going to be VEX to tie up the series. 50-39.
Well, we know what their best game type is.
Yeah, definitely a home game type and map for Vexed Gaming. Vexed eBuyer coming out on top in that one. Lunny, another marquee performance from him. He shined in the elimination bracket final against XL. 19-8 this time round. That's even more impressive than the stats he put up the first time.
But again, look at the assists coming in from this squad. You know, it just seems like
yeah.
these arena-based game types are just so impressive. That's everyone's chirped in with a bit of maths now.
We're so good at this, aren't we?
It's not just Halo here, it's an education.
Yeah, you guys are going to learn.
But on the other side, look, I mean, assist-wise, obviously they didn't get as many kills, so they're not going to be as high, but you just feel like the team shot wasn't there. And, I mean, we're going to see the replays here, and I'm already a little bit worried about one of the plays we're going to see. But these first 2 overshields, I mean, they were immediately melted.
Yeah, they were. Just close your eyes. I think it's coming up soon. It's not this one. I think it's the next. It's coming up around here, maybe. I don't know.
Side,
just be. Yeah, it was right here.
Oh, it looked like he whacked him though, but I wasn't too sure. But maybe like it looked like, well, his spine actually turned to the side. But yeah, all respectful, man. Yeah, happens to everyone. And it's
self-proclaimed never won a beatdown fight in his life. Gets injured right there. So yeah, it did actually look like he got a whack, like you said. It looks like he landed a beatdown, and if Lunny is behind him in that situation, then maybe Lunny should have died.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure if it was shot or whack, but either way, he got ninjured. So
who cares?
Might have been shoulder tickle, but it didn't change the game too much at that point because, of course, the guys from VEX managed to close that one out in a convincing fashion.
That's not a tickle, that's a scratch.
Now, game number 3, gentlemen. We're tied up at 1-1. We said they had to win that game type. Game number 3 is going to be Coliseum capture the flag, I believe. One that we've seen Infused be pretty dominant on, but it has also been a game type that we've seen Excel took them to the limit, and we've just seen the guys on VEX beat Excel. So it's going to be interesting to see how these 2 teams match up.
I want to know if Cristola will actually land the nade this time, or if he even goes for it.
Do we give him another chance? Do we give him the POV?
We'll give him another chance.
We have to.
If he goes for the nade, fair enough. He messed it up the first time. It's about whether or not he decides, you know what, screw it. I'm not going to hit this. I'm just going to push for it. I'm just going to push normally. Or if he backs his own individual ability and is like, you know what, I messed up the first time. I'm the best in the game. Don't even worry about it, boys. I got it this time.
To be fair, if that was me and I've embarrassed myself enough doing it the first time, I'd be like, you know what, second time, why not? And if it still doesn't work out, at HCS London, I'll be like, you can do it. To be fair, yeah, it's just one of those things where it is possible to get those rockets at the start, but yeah, if you're going to kill yourself doing it and not get them, then yeah, I'd say no, mate.
All right, I'm just looking at this very quickly. Coliseum capture the flag. I feel VEX have to take this one as well because I fancy Infused game 4. Then I don't know. If they can get taken to that Fathom and Truth game, anything can happen, of course. But the game is starting in the background. It's going to be Coliseum capture the flag, gentlemen. How do you see this one playing out? Or what players on each team do you want to pick out for big performances for their teams?
Big performances, I want to see Lunny step up again. It seems like in the past when we've seen him put up really big stats on games like Regret Slayer, the next game, he hasn't had the best of games. And then on the other side, I want to see Respectful step up. He was the man that Lunny ninjured in the last game. Let's see him put up Respectful-like stats we've seen in the past.
Here we go then, starting this one off with Cristola, who's going to be pushing back. It looks like he's abandoned the Plasma Nade, and he's going to get the same result. Jimbo is going to take him down. Jimbo always seems to win this battle up at top rocket, so we've seen him being so effective for his team. And look at this, already a flagpole coming in. It's Mose who's pulling it. Riots is going to take him down and actually gets melted by Jimbo, who is sat top rockets. With that carbine, Quad has managed to get himself a sniper rifle though. Respectful does take down Lunny on the window though. It looks like two players are going to be pushing towards this. It's going to be Kimbo who's jumping up to the BR. I think there is a player there. It's going to be all up to Quad to try and make something happen. The back smack comes in. This is going to be flag number one, potentially go in, unless he can hit some sort of crazy shot. But no, Team Infused, in the first minute or so of this game, already have a flag on the board.
Yeah, fair enough, flag on the board here for Infused, but Quad still has this snipe, fair enough. He hasn't hit any shots with it so far, but Lunny has rockets as well. So with two power weapons in play on your team, you've got to back yourself to get a flag capture on the board. Kimbo is actually behind the VEX team right here, so if Infused can get some slays on the board, they could actually end up scoring this flag.
Well, the thing with Quad right now, even though he didn't do much and miss a lot of those shots bar one, his main job was basically to make sure they keep spawning open side so that when they take that flag, they would make any struggle, so at least they got some sort of height advantage and keep him out of the clear. But, you know, it's like I said, may have hit one shot, yeah, fair enough, he didn't hit any at all, like, from that past minute. But, like I said, his main job is to make sure they spawn open side, so when they take the flag, it'll be a clean cap, but it looks like it's not that way in the moment.
Oh, I was going to say, Jim needed to hit that shot there. He's going to turn the sniper rifle over to a teammate. One of the opposition team. Do manage to allow them to potentially get another touch of this flag as well. Turn does come in. Kimbo's going to be challenging aggressively though. The grenade comes across the map from Respectful as well, so it's going to be two flags away. We can see the unattended flag here for Vex, however. Rice gets stuck by Respectful as he manages to take him down. It's going to be 3 down here for Vex. But it's going to be Quad coming off that respawn. He's going to be grabbing that one as well as that sniper rifle.
Oh, watch out though. He's going to know though that the entire Infused team has kind of left that flag. If I'm Quadios right here, he sees that flag unattended. I fly across the map, try to go get that return. Because look at this right now. I know we have the benefit the player outlines, but he's got to know. He's just killed 2. There's another player. I mean, that flag's unattended. If he flies across the map right there, he gets that return.
Going to be 3 players coming off the return. As you say, Harry, the opportunity has potentially been missed here by Quadios. Now he's going to be trying to push in. He's going to be baited out, but Quad hits the ground pound. Moses there. Help his buddy out, though. Look at this positioning here from Lunny. Moses is going to be no shields. Cristola takes him down. Look at the flood here coming in from Vex. Jumping on that return. It's going to be Respectful who's coming in. Cristola trying to do it, but no. Fantastic play. Huge double kill coming in from Respectful. Not only that, once again, throwing that flag towards his teammates coming off the respawn.
Yeah, absolutely. Quadios here is already weak and will go down, so with Sniper coming up soon, that might be the next big play in the game. That's why we're seeing Lunny right here actually play a little bit more aggressive to try and help his team get a bit more map control to secure that power weapon and also supplement the push for this return right here.
That's the best thing as well. It's like with Lunny, everyone knows that Snipe Tower is one of the best places to be on this map in Coliseum. But with Lunny, what he's doing is, like, if anything does happen and they all die, then at least he's at Snipe to keep him away or keep him pushed as much as possible until some of his teammates actually come to back him up.
Got to say, Quad's got to start hitting some of these shots. It's all good keeping pressure on, but I had 6 or 7 shots so far with that angle, which isn't the most difficult angle in the world. Finally hits a shot on Jimbo. He's going to clean him up. Teammate is there for the return as well. Lunny picks up a kill as well, and it's going to be Vex to tie up the game. And it looks like Lunny might have won a big 1v1 there with that flag. And then look at this Vex that automatically running in a second. Decides to throw that sniper off the map. I'd like to see if Riots can get this across the map. It looks like this could be already 2-0 here for, sorry, 2-1. 2 back-to-back flag caps coming in from Vex.
Yeah, the reason Lunny was bagging his adversary right there is not only did he win a big 1v1, he knew there was a potential for a 2-for-1 flag capture right there. And they get the back-to-back flag run, and now the slays and the momentum, by the way, in favor of Vex. If you're Infused, your next objective, first of all, get these guys out your own base. But second of all, get those rockets on the board. Make sure you're getting power weapons that you can get slays with. Why isn't Jimbo moving over towards this rocket side right here? Is he calling out to a teammate who's spawning, or? I'm not really too sure. And now look, he's going to give Vex the opportunity actually to try and get those rockets. But look at the combat evolved straight over to Kimbo. There you go. That's why he wasn't pushing the rockets, folks. Jimbo makes me look stupid.
Yeah, Jimbo also picked up a triple kill in that process, clearing out his base. So you can't afford him too much, but I do understand what you are saying. The pressure was coming in. I think Jim had that decision to make that you have to make split-second-wise in-game. Kimbo going to have these rockets, though. There's going to be a flagpole coming in once again from the guys on VEX, but Kimbo is aware of it. Does he actually get the return on this one? Yes, he does. He's going to get a double kill here. Sorry, 2 kills in a row. Trying to finish off this kill on Lunny as well. Kimbo doing work for his team. He's going to be taking down 3 players. And look at this. The flag is once again away. It's going to be an easy return here for Moze, and I think that might be the game, tied up at 2-2. Next flag wins.
Yeah, next flag wins. Kimbo still with rockets. You've got a fancy Infused here. In this game number 3, they have rockets. They had rifles, but Respectful's the only man alive with a rifle right now. Kimbo will go down as well. And look at the flood forward. As soon as they get those kills here from VEX, this is what you want to see. Another kill going in their favor. And now he has players backing him up here as well. Cristola, will he be aware of the players spawning there? He will. Will he win the fight? That's the second question. Won't win the fight, just the trade coming off there, and now Riot's last alive. If he goes down right here, it's going to be 4 dead momentarily for VEX.
I thought that was really good to a point where when they had 4 people at snipe, as soon as they knew they had control, they forked it all around with 1 open and 3 going cave side, which is brilliant because of the fact that obviously when you do get to that point where you do get some split spawns, a couple of them will spawn open. So Cristola knew that and he was waiting for him straight away, but sadly they're just out of luck with how things turned out time-wise.
Respectful takes down 1 player. Kimbo takes down another. 2 players spawning back flag here, so you have to feel there might be someone moving on the elbow. And there is that player coming in, and here's Moze who has that sniper rifle, takes down 1, but Riot shuts him down straight away. Respectful picks up a kill on Lunny here. Can he take down Cordios? Oh, Respectful with the perfect kill for the double kill. If he can pick up another kill here, it's Kimbo who's going to be shadowing back, but unfortunately they do get that spawn, but Respectful, more than aware of it, actually takes a different route, a smart route towards his teammates. This could be the 3rd and final flag cap here. He's no shields whatsoever. Has teammates in position. Quad trying to make a hero play. Misses some shots. It's going to be Respectful. Who's going to put in the... No, he's not going to put in the 3rd and final flag. It's going to be Kimbo. Oh, no! The pole comes in.
Oh, my God.
Somehow Cristola got in there. Jimbo having to play this one much more slow. Look at this. It's going to be Riot's flying in now to try and get a touch. Throws it to his teammate, Lunny. It's Kimbo who's doing the damage, though. The return will finally come in. And Team Infused, after an incredible play there from Respectful, take game number 3, 3-2.
Jimbo's patience, I think, especially at the end.
Absolutely.
When he definitely knew that someone was going to come bridge. As soon as he was dead, he knew that there'll be 3 versus whoever comes up, and he was going to take it. So, no, that was fantastic patience by Jimbo waiting on that flag.
Completely agree. He definitely won his team the game right there with that final play, in my opinion. I mean, he realized he had time on that play. He knows it's the other team that has to fly in, get a touch to prevent him scoring that flag. So what do? Just wait for them to fly in and get a touch, and then get the slays around it. Perfectly played. They double hop the re, and the game's over. 17 kills from Jimbo, by the way. So not only is he making the correct play at the end of the game, throughout the whole game, he's putting up those slays as well. Really good fight, though, from VEX. That's going to give them confidence throughout the rest of the series, but that was one that we thought they might have a chance of winning. They had a chance, but couldn't put it to bed.
This is good. That was really disappointing for VEX. As I say, I feel they really had to win that game type. They had a 2-1 lead. But an incredible play, not only from Jimbo with the patience towards the end, but the flag run from Respectful, the shots onto, I believe it was Cordios in the back of the base, the perfect kill for the double, and then the flag run, seeing those, this was it. Perfect shots on this player, takes him down, immediately goes in, and then saw 2 spawners on the snipe side of the map, took it back window, ran it into BR towards his teammates while those kills were picked up. Fantastic heads-up play, and just almost that map, that awareness that you can't really teach someone in-game. That's why he's one of the best players in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the bad brand and the good brand. That was a good brand. Good brand.
Incredible brand. That wasn't a good brand. That was...
They're good friends as well, you know, Respectful and Cordios. So, yeah, that one's going to sting when they're in TeamSpeak later on tonight. Yeah, they'll be reminiscing about that one. Yeah, you remember that time I perfected you when you had the first 3 shots on the Halo channel? Yeah, good times. Good times.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that might be the nail in the coffin for VEX, or do you think they can come back in the series?
I don't know, because VEX actually put up a really good fight in that second game, and I thought that was going to be more of an Infused game due to like what happened between Infused and XL earlier. But, you know, they put up a very good fight, and it's not just a fight where they're kind of struggling in a way. The slays are very similar as well. So it's actually made me think coming into this, they're going to be really confident actually matching them in, even if it's winners semis or the winners finals next to them.
Well, series layouts in front of you. Next up, Plaza Strongholds. Part of me's really hoping the game we saw from VEX earlier was just a fluke, and, you know, just an awful performance from them on this one. Infused are very good at this game type as well. So, VEX, now is your time to stand up and put your put yourselves in that contention, that conversation for the team that can win HCS London just in 5 days now. Plaza Strongholds, they've got to leave it all out here, haven't they?
They do. VEX got pretty smashed last time, if I remember
Pretty smashed, is putting it nicely.
Yeah, try not to do too much of a savage
111
when it comes to that. Yeah, and now it's Infused, who actually did a better job than XL. So it's going to be interesting to see if they make any better than 11 points compared to last time.
Who do you want to watch?
Ooh, I want to start this one off. It's got to be a member. Oh, let's go with Lunny, because I think last time he had 3 kills on this game type. He didn't have the best performances, but he's had a couple of solid series from that time. So looks like Kimbo's going to get an early camo here. Right, so he's going to be taken down once again. That early camo going against the VEX team, and Kimbo's going to pick up a double kill, and they're going to lose bottom mid off the start.
It's the exact same thing that happened in the XL series. They let Snipe Drone grab that first camouflage uncontested, and it came back to bite them. Kimbo is, again, another one of those players that will make you pay for missing that power-up. That's, in my opinion, is probably one of the struggles that VEX have on this game type. If you let another team get a camouflage instantly and don't even contest that, make them burn it or anything, this is what can happen. He can just contest this and they have no idea where Kimbo is, and the team fight comes in. They surely will win this one, right? Wow. There you go. The reset comes in, and all from missing that first camouflage of the game.
I don't understand the thought process there. Without getting any kills, they were hopping a bottom mid stronghold. I mean, it's the most open stronghold with the most height advantages for the opposition team around it, who have already killed you and you're coming off the respawn. The chances of you getting that are so minimum. It's such a low percentage play. You need to get kills on stronghold game types before you try and cap something. Respectful does have the shotgun as well. That's going to be 3 dead once again for VEX. 4 dead make it. They're going to be on the respawn, and I wouldn't be surprised to immediately see the guys from Infused pushing a triple cap. We're going to see Respectful pincering in here through blue as well. At least the guys from VEX have control of one of the strongholds, but they really need to get their stuff together on this game type.
Yeah, would have liked to have seen them push a triple cap right there, but I also like the fact they're kind of waiting for another round of slays. Make VEX make the mistake, right? They would have been watching the Halo broadcast. They would have been watching the game versus XL. They know they're prone to making these types of mistakes, so why don't you just play a little bit more patient on this yard? When you get those slays, when you get the +1 advantage, react to what they're doing. If they push the nest like they're doing right here, get these slays. If they're not pushing anything at all, go around to yard, grab that instead.
I love what Brown was doing literally the whole time. He was blocking the spawns on blue. He knew that it was stopping from going from yard to blue as well and making them go to tram. But also what happened was a couple of them did spawn S1 to go up to snipe. So what they did was they literally already had one S4, and all Respectful had to do was go onto top blue ramp and just like pinching them basically. So yeah, Brand did a fantastic play making sure they couldn't get anywhere near blue in flank round.
I'm sorry to call it out, but that's the second time I've seen quads in a 4v4 situation where they don't have control of the map try and capture bottom mids. I don't understand that play, what he's trying to achieve. He's not going to be able to put shots on anyone. He's just in a position to, he's essentially waiting to die. So, I mean, it's disappointing at this point. You would have thought maybe he'd learned from the first time round, but making that same mistake again, in a strongholds game type like Plaza, it could cost you up to sort of 25 points before you come back off the respawn. You're able to help your team again. So, Quadius now does eventually wait, take some time, pick up that kill, but I think the camo has actually just gone into the hands of Infused as well. So, that's going to be 2 dead here. And finally, now this is the time for the boys from VEX to jump in that bottom mid stronghold, but nobody flanking through blue again. Needs to stay in this stronghold. Finally, here comes the team help. Another kill here for Quad. Can he get the triple kill? It's going to be Kimbo momentarily staying alive. Quad gets the triple kill, and all because he waited and got that initial kill and waiting for his team.
Yeah, no camo in game. He said it might have been in the hands of Infused. It was actually Lunny to burn the last one, but yeah, I agree with you. Much better there from Quad, just waiting to get his kills before going straight for the jugular, straight for those strongholds. And yeah, probably not a fight you're going to win right there versus Respectful, but you almost have to contest it, right? You want to, you know, the payoff is too good. Fair enough, it's an instant +1 to the enemy team and they grab bottom middle because he challenges that nest, but at the same time, you need a triple cap to try and put this Infused team to bed, in my opinion. So, yeah, it's a tough one right there. The good Quad getting the triple and then the stronghold, then the bad Quad of him kind of just going in strongholds without any slays.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, Quad did a great play there, but what's the point of having a trip cap if you just go give it up 15 seconds later? Literally, they're going for the bottom mid, they're going for a snipe straight away. As soon as something happens, they're all going bunched together, pinching anyone that comes in their way. And you can see now they're pinching from light rifle and going from blue side now. So they need to actually work out exactly what's going on. They need to know they need to stop getting bunched up all the time. And when they get 2 points, at least get set up ready for when they actually push up.
Team Infused 67-20 in the lead at the moment. Best of 7, of course, so even if the guys from the red squad do manage to win this game, we will have another game in the series at least. Cristola here has the shotgun as well. I like this rotation I'm seeing from him. Does decide to leave that stronghold, however. Tries to help out his teammate Lunny. Not sure about this play here from Cristola. Maybe he got a call from his team. We're going to try and cap bottom mid, but at the stage that they're at, it looks like his teammate actually managed to get that yard stronghold in the meantime after he started it and allowed him to actually push out. If he can pick up a kill here, this would be huge because that's going to be 3 dead. Potentially pick up another kill on Jimbo here. Still has a shotgun, but it's going to be met by a barrage of Infused players coming off the respawn. Desperately need some help, doing a fantastic job of staying alive there. And here comes the cavalry from the guys on Vexed. 2 dead. Riots picks up a massive double kill here. That's going to be Cristola picking up another kill as well. And for the first time in this game, we're going to see a momentary triple cap coming in from Vex.
Yeah, and right now, Infused, they need to push Yard to stop this bleeding early. If they get contested in Yard, which they don't, then that could have been a really tough time for them. But that's how you kind of play this game type. You make it difficult for the enemy team. Cristola staying alive right there really made Infused think, hey, where's Cristola? He's been no shields for a while now. Why isn't he dead? And again, you see him flying forwards. It could be a double from him right here, and it is. Does kill himself, though. Definitely not a play you want to be making, but if Lunny wins that fight, which he does, he'll be grabbing another triple cap for his team. So now Vex, they slowly inch their way back into this game.
Well, that's the thing. With a lot of top teams, even though they do cap Yard, sometimes they completely drop it because of the fact that if there's any sort of small opportunity to get bottom mid, you just drop absolutely everything to make sure you take that back. Because even if you leave Yard and your opponent's team actually spawn Tram and Yard, you can just take Nest straight away and get full setup back.
I was going to talk. This is interesting to see here. This is the first time that Vex have had genuine control over the map. And they are dominating Infused. And since they've had this triple cap and they've been aware of the spawns, they've been aware of where those gunfights are going to be taken, they've controlled the map so effectively. And not only that, they've immediately tried to push those opportunities like we talked about. The triple cap opportunity they had. We saw Infused backing off of it, deciding to hold the 2 cap until they picked up those slays. But the Vexed E-Buyer team.
There you go.
There it is.
It's a stupid name,
eventually. They're the ones who are pushing the advantages when they get them. And look how close this game now is. 58 to 87. Lunny going to miss a beat down here, and he needs to win this 1v1 because there's players who are capturing bottom mid, and that's going to be 3 down to his team.
Just as we're praising Vex, they allow Infused to grab bottom middle with 1 slay. That really cannot happen when you have control of the map. You have to be contesting that or something. And now look, it's a triple cap in favor of Infused, and now Vex have around 1 push pretty much to make this work. They need slays right now to go in favor of Infused. If Jimbo goes down here, we have 2v2. It's all on Lunny and Quad. They need to find these slays. They cannot let players contest this bottom middle. In fact, they've gone around. They've gone around behind Vex. They've grabbed Yard. Now they need to rush over to Nest, and I think that's game unless they're taking Nest straight away, and that is GG. What a play call at the end of the game there from Infused. Forget about bottom middle, boys. Let them have it. Let's go around a Yard and grab that instead. Yeah. And they are 1 game away.
I think it was Mose who actually made that play, and he had a shotgun, which is always helpful when you are, of course, in Yard trying to pick up those kills in there. But let's have a look at the stats from the last game. Mose, 18 and 10 kills. Not helping out his teammates too much, just the 1 assist.
What?
But on the other side of things, much better stats and a much better performance when they had control from Vex, but it just seems like they don't have the basics down on that game type of just waiting for those initial kills when they don't have control.
Yeah, definitely some very questionable plays, like you said, highlighting certain players from Vexed. Just going for strongholds when you don't have any slays. You know, it's like all strongholds game types. You need slays first before you try and do objective. Unless you're going to win some godly team fights like they do right here. This was very well played, putting damage on everyone and in the end securing a triple kill. That's an example of what you can get away with, but if you have no teammates around you, like we saw Quad earlier on in the game, you cannot push that stronghold by yourself. Otherwise, that's just going to be a free advantage for Infused to take a hold of.
Definitely. No, with Vex, I think the first half of the game, I think they each had their own ideas and then weren't really coordinating to how they should do. Like, you saw a couple bottom mid with no slays. You know, what's the point of giving up height advantage when you can just going to get slayed anyway, especially with camo as well on top of that. And I think the second half of the game, you can see they're communicating because, you know, Cristola was leaving Yard completely to go straight to bottom mid, which is quite a normal thing to do because I'd rather go straight for that and only have bottom mid and then go for Nest straight afterwards because they're going to spawn Tram in Yard anyway.
Yeah, I think that's a game type that they're not going to be looking forward to be playing too much. It's a difficult one to watch, but this is the series so far. If you're just joining us, it is Vex who are joining Infused in the grand final. They beat Excel in the elimination bracket final, so just 1 game away then, gentlemen. The Rig Slayer is going to be potentially the decider in this series. Vex need to win all 3 of the next game types. If they can take this one and push it to a Fathom, capture the flag, and a Truth Slayer, there's definitely a chance, but this is the... I mean, obviously now if Infused win this one, it's over, but VEX, if they win this one, there's definitely hope for them in the series.
Yeah, Phantom capture the flag. The game type after Rig Slayer, which we're about to see, is a game type they won against Infused last week. So, yeah, confidence if they win here on the Rig, but this is an Infused staple in my opinion. Like I say on Regret, they're really good at controlling spawns and not pushing them too early. It's the exact same here on Rig. If they have you spawning in bunker, they're not going to push that advantage until you all spawn there and then just shower you in nades and damage and just capitalize on all the slays they can grab from that potential opportunity right there.
Camo is going to be up at the start. Oh, Quad's managed to get himself a sniper rifle. We were talking about how he didn't hit too many shots in that Coliseum game, but he started off well here, connecting with a headshot early on. Going to be a player under him. Look at this push, though, coming in from his teammates. They've managed to not only secure the sniper rifle, but look at this, in the kill feed as well. They have the scatter shot, so strong start here, 6-1. Oh, narrowly misses that headshot. That would have been a big kill, because once again, it would have put the guys from Team Infused in a 3v4 situation. Like what I'm seeing from Quad here, saw those two players on the respawn. As his teammate died, it's going to be Cristola picking up a big double kill as well. So nice rotations coming in from Quad with this sniper rifle. Just looking to pick off some of these respawners.
Yeah, does he know he's left bunker open though? That's actually exactly where Infused have spawned, and he's pushing over here looking for spawners, but they've actually spawned all the way across the map. So smart rotation away from danger, but he also could have capitalized on that if he turned around when he was in E2. But yeah, it's a good start here for VEX actually. I was expecting this one to be a very lopsided game in terms of Infused just kind of taking control of the game. In around a minute's time, next Camouflage is going to be coming up, but right now Quad is definitely finding his home here on Rig. Only 4 points to lead though. Infused have closed that one down. Look out for the Camouflage in around 40 or so seconds time. I know Coach Havoc's in the call with Infused right now. He's such a good timer of those power-ups. It's about whether or not Infused can respond around the calls from the coach.
I think that was great from Infused just then. They knew Quadios was on his own, and they knew that there was only going to be 2 of them potentially due to the fact the other 2 spawn bunkers, so 3 of them literally had the numbers and went straight to Carbine. And you can see now Lunny's now got the snipe, but I was quite surprised because what happened to the previous guy who had the snipe before?
I think he got taken down, and Mo's actually managed to pick that one up, but he's going to be out of ammo. Mo's actually does have that sniper rifle in his back pocket, apologies.
1 bullet.
Put some shots.
That's all you need.
Quadios.
Be the bullet.
1 bullet, 1 kill.
2 kill game at this point. If Mo's can land that bullet, of course, it is going to be just a 1 kill game. Going to be looking for those respawners coming off the Carbine, and this Cristola
Be the bullet.
And Quad. No! Hits the body shot there. Jimbo comes in and cleans that one up. Not sure if that camo actually got picked up as well. Jimbo going to have control of the scatter shot for his team as well. Respectful and Jimbo working so well together, and the Wingman medal coming in. That's 5 kills that have been assisted by Jimbo without him dying, so potentially at least a 5-kill swing for his team while he's been alive.
Yeah, they do have map control right now. Whitehall's in control of Mo's. You can see Bran right there. Respectful is flanking underneath E1. You don't really see Infused push the advantage when you spawn over at bunker unless they have Tower 2 control. You see a player right there escaping with the scatter shot. That's going to be Cristola. Question is he going to be able to get this kill? Stays on the map just about. Kimbo wasn't too impressed with what he saw just there, but yeah, you don't really see Infused kind of push the pace on that bunker spawn unless they have that tower control, and then they can collapse from both tower and the engine side as well. 2 kills though from VEX. They're going to close this game a little bit closer right here, especially with Quad with this brand new snipe. Yeah,
this could be the game changer. Quad needs to hit these shots though. Down by 2 at the moment. First kill going to go down. Disappointingly, you have to say to VEX there, I don't know why Cristola is trying to push, maybe to try and get that scatter shot. Might have been unfortunate. Oh, Quad, lovely. Talking about hitting shots. It's a beautiful headshot on Kimbo. Not sure if anyone is behind him checking those bunker spawns, however. There might be an opportunity for one of these players from Infused to spawn behind, but look at this. Quad is aware. The push is coming in here from the guys. I'm not sure what... that they needed to push there, to be honest with you. They're now down by 5, and they've just turned the sniper rifle over to Mo.
Not only that, they were all down in that situation.
I'm so confused.
They all died at once, despite having tower control and the weapons. I mean, that's calamitous. That's how you throw a tournament away. That's how you throw a grand finals away right there. 101, the book written by Vexed eBuyer. But as we say that, it's now Infused who are throwing the game away a little bit. Look at this, just a 5-point lead, and they've just turned weapons over to Vexed as the new Camouflage has just been picked up by Lunny as well. So In fact, excuse me, I misspoke. No weapons in the hands of VEX, but they do have Lunny right here with this camouflage who could make some plays.
Lunny right now needs to make sure of it. He needs to know where the sniper is. Obviously, we've got Kemo here. One of them was the scatter guy, so that was a massive play with that triple as well. So Lunny needs to now either flank round Carbine with Camo, or at least have a look around and see if he can make any sort of other flank to stop Kimbo on this rampage.
Cristola tried to slide tackle Kimbo there, and Kimbo just took his face off. That was an insane shot for that triple kill. Lunny, though, as you say, trying to play this one sneakily. If he can get behind two of these players, it would be huge. If he can't kill this player, though, it would be even more important. And you just feel, oh, it's just a one-for-one trade there. Didn't make too much happen. Had to wait for his teammates there to just try and get some angles, maybe distract some of those players before he did make that play. 6 kills now, the lead for Team Infused. Cristola does win a big 1v1 though versus Respectful. 5-kill game now. Still don't have too many weapons to work with, but Cristola has found himself a scatter shot. So he might be able to pick off a few kills on the other side. Nothing in the hands of Team Infused. But Respectful picks up another kill. Jimbo with another kill. Lunny answers back with a kill of his own. Respectful has found himself a sniper rifle though, and those players coming off the respawn here. But Respectful's in all sorts of trouble here. Needs to hit some crazy shots, but only hits a body shot. Quad and Riot's pick up kills. New sniper rifle coming up in 10 seconds, Harry, and as well as that camo.
Yeah, the kill that Respectful got was Quadios, who had a sniper, and now look, he's picked up Quad's old snipe, does Lunny, and is being taken down as well. If he gets that new snipe and gets away maybe towards his teammates, they could maybe come back in this game, but time's running out here for VEX. Nice double from Chris, will even up the scores almost, but now 4 points away. Mose does have snipe, but he's about to go down and look at the kill feed.
Huge perfect!
Huge perfect, like you say. 2 kills again go in favor of VEX, and now they have not one, but 2 snipes in play. Riots has one, as does Quadios on your screen. Just the 2 bullets for Quad, but Riots has a brand new one, along with the camouflage as well. Now
the problem is they've got both snipes, which is fantastic, but they need to be the ones who have to push. They need to push to make this happen. We need someone to go open as well. Like Max could actually go open side with camo and cause massive outrage. And what's happening is now is that they're still like going in one by one, even though they've got the full setup with camo. So Max needs to push in now and make something happen.
I just feel like Cristola cannot be the first death in this situation. You just have to let your teammate push and get some angles. I mean, Riots potentially has every single player in front of him to pick up kills on here. That's going to be 3 dead. Jimbo manages to get one back. But when the game is so close, you cannot be affording to give away a first death. You cannot trade deaths. And look at this. Riots now has no camo left. He does have the sniper rifle, but Mose has a scatter shot on the other side of things. So you just feel at the moment like the guys on VEX, they need to group together a little bit, make sure they're keeping Riots alive, because the only way they're going to win this game is if Riots is staying alive and hitting some shots.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, because if you don't push, fair enough, you don't make the advantage happen with camo snipe. If you do push and die, you lose snipe and the camouflage. So yeah, Riots, they're playing a little bit more passive than I would have liked. I would like to see him push the pace a little bit, but as we're speaking though, 2-point game, could be a 1-point game if Lunny gets that kill. Keep an eye on the kill feed, as Lunny won't make the kill happen actually. It's Jimbo who gets away, and Jimbo's actually pushing very aggressively on Riots right here. Look at this collapse from Infused. It's perfect. Kimbo and Jimbo working together. If they get these kills, it's gonna be game. Jimbo with the double cluster luck to see out the tournament. What a play from Jimbo, the GPK.
If there was any time to flank and collapse, it was then. We said about Infused where some of them hesitated a bit too much, but that was the perfect time for them to actually do that. So well played by Jimbo, getting that cluster luck double kill at the end.
Team Infused are going to take their 2nd cup in a row then, ladies and gentlemen, and I believe they will be the #1 seed going into HCS London. So congratulations to Kimbo, Mose, Respectful, and of course Jimbo, who closed that game out over a valiant performance from VEX in that series. Few mistakes from them, you have to say, probably cost them a few games in that series, but Infused definitely looking ready for HCS London right now. But these are some replays from this game. I just feel once again, these are mistakes that are coming from VEX. They're not Infused making huge plays. They're just little moments, apart from that massive play from Kimbo, that triple. But I just feel like these are mistakes that at this point in Halo 5's lifespan, they really can't afford to be making.
No, I mean, not if you expect to win the game against Infused. I mean, I feel like we're being very harsh against VEX at the moment. Fair enough, you know, it's easy for us to commentate this and, you know, see what's happening in the game with all the information given to us. We get the player outlines. but we also don't get the team communication. So we don't know what type of plays are being called. We don't know what type of information Riot has in that situation. Obviously, we can see the player outlines, but because we don't hear the communication, Riot could have no idea that all those players are in basement, right? He could have no idea that where any of the Infused team are unless his team is calling them out. Fair enough, we want to see him push the pace and be a bit more aggressive with his team on that. That's something he can control, but you can't expect him to be doing like 360 no-scopes with the camo snipe if he doesn't know where the enemy team is. So, yeah, some mistakes from VEX, some things to work on before London next week, but yeah, I still think they are in the running to win the event.
No, definitely. If they have comms like they had against Excel on LAN, you know, this is a very fired up morale team. They are the sort of team where if they go off, they can actually win the whole thing. But it depends on the situation, because Infused are still a little bit flimsy here and there, but they seem a lot more coordinated than they were before. But
flimsy.
After seeing you like that word?
I like that. Yeah,
right.
flimsy.
I've not used that word myself in a while. But after seeing VEX after this series, there was a few close games, but yeah, my God, it's going to be so exciting for HCS London next week.
5 days.
5 days!
Let's have a look at the series that we've just seen, because of course it was Infused who did manage to close out the series. Fathom and Truth were not required. First game went to Infused. VEX answered back with a strong Regret Slayer performance, but then it was the Infused show, taking game 3, 4, and 5 to close out the series at 4-1. And interestingly, every single game, every single match, every single series we've seen today, as one team's won one game and the winners have won the rest. But anyway, it's not that interesting, is it? But, you know, there's not really a pattern there.
No.
It's 3-1, 3-1, 3-1, 4-1. There we go. But anyway.
Nice.
There we go. Team Infused are going to take